If I could pick one word to describe the Panthers offseason, it could be change because there's been a lot of turnover from the front office to the head
What
coach,
up, though?
obviously, brand new quarterback, and we even shipped our two top offensive weapons from the past few years, and Christian McCaffrey and DJ Moore, out of town. So it's going to be a brand new look. We're definitely turning the page. And with Bryce Young coming in, we have to look at what this offense could potentially look like. But I want to
That hat
focus
is dope.
really on the free agent additions that we made offensively. You know what I'm saying? In particular, this
He's got
skill
a
guys.
jersey. I got the
Look at
jersey
this
on.
offensive lineman, but I definitely want
Mr.
to look at the skill
89,
guys.
Steve Smith.
Deep dive into the film.
The
Just to
GOAT
get a
for
quick
me.
little
My
breakdown
personal
of
GOAT.
what we can expect and give you guys kind of a heads up of what these guys actually bring to the table because you may
Like,
not
he
be
really...
familiar with
Steve
these
Smith
guys.
shaped my philosophy in like,
So in this
sports.
video, we're gonna do a
Like,
deep
a lot of
dive
people
into
grew
the
up
film.
with...
Yes, I am returning to
A lot of people grew up with Kobe as their personal GOAT. And he was for me too. Like, well, I was a big fan of Kobe. But Steve Smith was my GOAT. What does that mean for me? What he was my GOAT? It means when I was playing football, when I was playing basketball, when I was playing pickup football, like outside, like backyard football, when I was playing any sport and I was tired or I felt like I wasn't like trying hard enough, or when I played rugby in college, 4 years of rugby in college, right? And I was thinking of Steve Smith and his mentality, like his toughness, how he played. Like, he was the smallest dude out there, like destroying people. You know what I mean? And it really made me. And I wasn't the smallest dude out there. I was actually bigger than a lot of the guys when I played rugby, or at least like I fit in. I didn't look smaller or bigger. I was just like, I was tall and I weighed like 190, 200 ish. And most of the guys were around that range, right? But even the bigger dudes, I thought if Steve Smith is in the NFL, 5'9", just stiff arming 6'4" linebackers and like cornerbacks or whoever, just destroying people with speed and power, that meant I'm doing that. Right? Because I'm even taller and bigger than Steve Smith. Like, literally. Like, I weighed more than him. And the opponents I was going against were smaller. Or were way smaller than NFL players. Right? So the variance in strength and height and weight was even smaller than Steve Smith in the NFL. So I have no excuse. I have to give it my all. And that's how I played a lot of sports. That's how I played football, rugby. I played rugby a lot in college. At a high level, we were the number one club rugby in the nation, meaning we were the number one team in the nation that didn't have any scholarships. So a lot of scholarship team would beat us. Like, eventually we got so good that we went to the scholarship and we beat Notre Dame, which is a good team. They have scholarship players. Their players are paid to play for them. We were just a ragtag group of friends saying, let's get it. You know what I mean? And we became number one outside of scholarships, right? All right, let's watch this video.
Bryce Young, who can be accurate, but also is a little bit smaller, so he needs a dependable wide receiver down the middle, a target down the middle that can catch even in that high traffic space. Another thing about Hayden Hurst is he's very dependable. He had a very low drop rate last year with only 3%. 3%, meaning he only had a drop on 3% of his targets. And so that was good enough to be seventh in the league among tight ends as well with at least 50 targets. So you're talking about a guy that's getting a decent amount of targets and only has 3% drop rate. That's pretty good.
Okay,
Like I said,
I pull up the
tight
stats.
end target to be dependable, especially when he has as many contested catches as he has. Meaning that whether he's in traffic or in the open field, this guy is going to come up with catches when they are thrown his way. For him, it's really just been a lack of opportunities from the prior stops that he's had. Looking at his numbers last year, his average depth of target, meaning how far downfield he was when a pass was thrown to him, it was only 5.6 yards, which was 36 in the league amongst tight end. Very low. But when you look at the numbers a little bit deeper, the Bengals did not have a great offensive line in terms of protection. So Joe Burrow is very notorious for getting the ball out of his hands quick. When you get
What's going on with Hayden Hurst, man?
Your receivers and targets don't have as much room to run down the field because they don't have much time to run down the field. So they ran Hayden Hurst on a lot of shorter routes to be that safety blanket
Interesting.
for Joe Burrow. So I like what he can do there, but I still think there's a lot of meat left on the bones with getting him
470
to
is
run
kind of
down the
his
field because
range.
he's very athletic. He can run a lot. However, he is
Wow, he's
not the
like
best at
very
separating. He's
consistent.
athletic. He's good. And me being a Gamecock fan, what he did in college, I just knew he was going to be the next Travis Kelce. It hasn't really worked out that way because he's just not a great when in terms of route running on the outside and getting separation from defenders. But however, you can offset that by being able to catch passes in traffic when guys are on you. Like I said, if you're not going to create
Yeah, I
separation,
mean, he's
get
good.
open,
He's
at least be able to catch passes.
Hayden Hurst is going to be a better tight end than we've had since Greg Olsen, and to me, that's good. Like, that's really what we need. We don't need, like, a superstar tight end. You can't just grab a superstar tight end like that for free.
Him being able to run a little bit shorter routes, his average depth of target is not that short because they often used him as a safety blanket for Joe Burrow because the lack of protection that they had for the Bengals. But you're going to see him right here. They're going to clear it out and give him the whole middle of the field. He's going to be manned up with the linebacker. He's going to show some patience here and make a good enough move. He's not the best route runner of creating separation, but when he gets an ideal matchup and if you can isolate him like this, he has the athleticism to be able to make it work. So let's take a look right here. Let the tape roll. So he checks off, and you can see right now they're in man coverage. This guy's running with T. Higgins, and you can just see this type of technique by this linebacker. He squared up with Hayden Hurst, and with all this cushion, it gives Hayden Hurst plenty of time to work. You have to get hands on Hayden Hurst because, like I said, he doesn't separate that well, but if you give him that room to work, he can do it. And look at all this green in the middle. He fakes, sticks that outside foot in the ground, comes back across, and he's right there on the button. Makes a big chunk play, and he's got that energy all the time. He gets up, he's turned up. You get a better view of it from this back angle. You're going to see 51 right here. Miles Jack is going to be lined up across from Hayden Hurst. So Hayden Hurst is going to give a slow to release, let stuff clear out. Bang, come back across. Joe puts it right on him. Look at all that open field for him to get north and south. He's turned up. You get a better view of it from this back angle. You're going to see 51 right here. Miles Jack is going to be lined up across from Hayden Hurst.
That's inside leverage, too.
So Hayden Hurst is going to give a slow to release, let stuff clear out.
Oh, okay.
Bang, come back across. Joe.
Bro, what? That was a horrible angle. I can't see.
Give a target. It's not that short because they often
Okay,
use
so
him
he's
as
right
a
here.
safety blanket for Joe Burrow because the lack of protection that they had for the Bengals. But you're going to see him right here. They're going to clear it out and give him the whole middle of the field. He's going to be manned up with the linebacker. He's going to show some patience here and make a good enough move. He's not the best route runner of creating separation, but when he gets an ideal matchup and if you can isolate him like this, he has the athleticism to be able to make it work. So let's take a look right here. Let the tape roll. So he checks off, and you can see right now they're in man coverage. This guy's running with T. Higgins, and you can just see this type of technique by this linebacker. He squared.
So, very simple. This is the stuff that I really want to see out of Hayden Hurst, guys. If you have a tight end, you're not unless you have Kyle Pitts or Gronkowski, you're looking to use that tight end as efficiently as possible to beat zone coverage. And basically to be like a second quarter, to me, like the best tight ends and the one that like Travis Kelce types that will literally, in my opinion, a tight end that's that good, the best tight end is better than the best receiver. That's my opinion. But the best tight end is that kind of tight end is so rare that it's almost not even worth plotting or thinking like, oh, I can build a team around a tight end. You can't because there's usually only one like that. And it's Travis Kelce, right? And these tight ends are so good at just finding space. They don't think about plays. They're just playing football out there thinking, okay, if I was a quarterback, where would I want me to go? Well, look here, man. Look at this. What is all this? That's that space, man. What is space, man? It's just far. Like, all these guys are far away from each other. And Hayden Hurst is right there. Understanding, like, if I put a little move here and this guy just slowly turns his hip, I'm into the free space, baby. And Joe Burrow's thinking the same thing. Like, Joe Burrow's looking at this, right? And he's thinking, like, what? Bro, someone just please show up here. Like, I don't care who it is. Like, if you decide to go here, like, one of y'all go in there so I can make a play happen. Like, I see the space, right? His eyes are even just, right? And Hurst does pick up on that.
And with all this cushion, it gives Hayden Hurst plenty of time to work. You have to get
Ooh, okay. That's advanced route running.
this cushion. It gives Hayden Hurst plenty of time to work.
Look at that little move.
You have to get hands on
Yep.
Hayden Hurst because, like I said, he doesn't separate that well. But if you give him that,
Like I said, if you just get this guy to bite, all this space is yours, bro. All the space. That's what Travis Kelce does, man. That's why it's like you think you have a 3rd and 10 on Patrick Mahomes, and it's like he's gonna convert that. That might as well be a 3rd and 3 for a lot of quarterbacks. Like you can never feel safe when Travis Kelce and Mahomes are in the field, and this a third. I don't care if it's 3rd and long. Like they're gonna convert.
Do it. And look at all this green in the middle. He fakes, sticks that outside.
I haven't seen this video, by the way.
Comes back across, and he's right there on the button. Makes a big chunk play.
I think Bryce Young can easily do these plays. I think this is what I love about Bryce Young's game. He is like Joe Burrow,
right here. Miles Jackson,
where he understands space.
From Hayden Hurst. So Hayden Hurst is going to give a slow to release, let stuff clear out. Bang, come back across. Joe puts it right on him. Look at all that open field for him to get north and south. Hayden Hurst is going to bring that energy, man. He can do some things like that across the middle when he's one-on-one, but doesn't create a lot of separation all the time. But if you give him space and opportunity against the linebacker, he can take advantage. All right, next up, Hurst is going to be lined up as a single wide receiver at the top of the screen. Like I said, you can align him in different positions. He can.
Give me 1 second. Yeah, I'm on the phone, man. I got people. I got things to do, people to visit, contact. I'm hustling right now. Hold on a second. Hold on 1 second, guys. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Okay, I'm back.
Line up across the field.
My bad about that. Hey, my bad about that.
Pressed up with a corner. And like I said,
Psych, y'all got the time.
Separation, but when he has
Y'all ain't doing
when he's singled up like this against a smaller defender. This is Marcus Peters, who's a pretty small corner, and he's not used to playing man coverage like that. He's better at off coverage. When you get something like this, Joe Burrow.
By the way, thank you to Unnecessary Bluntness for covering this, because these are like videos I want to make. Or not even videos I want. These are just topics. When we got Hayden Hurst, I was like, okay, I looked at his numbers. He looked pretty good. But I want to know how he plays. And I was thinking about just looking at some of his film, like critically, and making a video on it. But boom. Follow him on Twitter, D-Unk, or I forget what the name is on there. But Unnecessary Bluntness has a lot of videos like that for me. Like in-depth, X's and O's type.
Pick his better matchup because he can out physical some guys. Like I said, he doesn't need to separate a lot, but he can still come up with catches. So let it run right here. It's going to be a 3rd down right here. He comes off the line with a simple read. Doesn't have a ton of separation, but Joe Burrow throws it back shoulder. Look, that's not a lot of separation. I told you. He doesn't create a lot of separation, but he's good at contested catches. Gets his back shoulder away from his body, enough to move the chain.
Yo, I'm so excited for this year, guys.
A catch by Hayden Hurst. Let's watch it one more time.
Bryce Young can do all these throws, bro. I really think we're about to be nasty. Oh, my God.
Doesn't create a lot of separation, but he has that frame, and Joe knows it immediately. Joe processes this quick and gets it out right away. Back shoulder. Look at that extension.
Sheesh.
Way too small to be able to get inside that frame of Hayden Hurst. Hurst catches it away from his body. Like I say, it's very dependable hands. Secures it. Moves those.
That was a nice catch. The extension.
Up about it too, man.
No body catchers around here.
May not get a lot of separation, but he can make catches.
If I was a wide receiver coach, I would make you do like 10 burpees or 20 burpees or something hard every single time someone did a body catch. I don't care if you drop it. You're gonna learn eventually to catch with your hands consistently.
This program for a public service announcement, a special announcement. If you've been watching the channel and been hearing about my push, it's official. I have hit 10,000 subscribers on the channel. Yes, I have hit 10,000 subscribers. I appreciate it.
Let's go, 10K.
This journey. And of course, to celebrate this, I will be doing a giveaway. The link down below in the description for more info.
Panther stock is up.
To be giving away ticket credit. Yes, credit for Ticketmaster to buy tickets to go to a Panthers game. Yes, I want to get more of a push of getting fans into the stadium, giving them a chance to get to a game that they haven't been able to. So I will be giving.
Give me 1 second, y'all. I gotta call somebody.
Of ticket credit on Ticketmaster to one winner. The second place winner, of course, will be getting a vintage item special from my closet. It could be a jersey. It could be one of these fresh hats that I always have on. Who knows? But it's going to be something nice depending on who wins. So there is a runner-up, but there also is a first place. So hit that link down below in the description to enter into the contest. Very easy, very simple and straightforward. The info will also be on the community tab of this channel going forward. So make sure you do that as well. Into that giveaway, I appreciate all you guys for the 10,000 subscribers. It's been a long, hard journey for your boy. But we made it, and I got to give back to you guys, so make sure you enter into that giveaway. I have a soft spot for Hayden Hurst. He's a Gamecock, and I just love what the opportunity for him will be here. I told you he was a third, fourth option in this offense behind Higgins, Boyd, Chase, the running back, I can't remember his name right now. He's even a more option than him. So being the fourth option, he didn't always get opportunities, but he's definitely showed a full skill set. And like I said, he still has the size and the athleticism, and he has the concentration and dependability to run and catch passes away from his body and still have concentration. He's going to be right here as the tight end on the bottom of the screen on the left side of the formation. He's going to just run a seam route right down the middle in the zone. Joe Burrow is so quick with processing what's going on that he gets rid of the ball so fast, and he's able to put it right on Hurst. Hurst has great concentration on this play. He's going to make it. He's going to go up and catch that pass. Let it play. Right here. Boom. I love catching away from your frame, going up from it. Great ball placement by Joe Burrow. Let's run that back one more time. Because this is what Joe sees. When you have a smart quarterback who like Bryson will be, look, he sees this safety. Joe is looking directly at this safety. Because let's go back to where the safety was here. They're showing cover 4, cover 2. They're disguising the coverage. But as soon as the ball is snapped,
sorry, I had to call my boo.
See this guy lurking. And so when he goes to if it was cover 4, Hayden Hurst would be running directly at the safety. He would not be open. But the fact that this safety rolls to the middle and it turns to cover 3, Joe Burrow knows and Hayden Hurst knows, because Hayden Hurst is looking at that safety too. He's seeing that safety run away, and he's going to be vacating this seam. Safety rolls to the middle and it turns to cover 3.
Okay, so what he's talking about right there, because I like this stuff, they're showing cover 4, right? This guy quarters coverage. Cover 4 just means quarters. So this guy they break the field apart into these 4 zones, and they vacate into that. That's what they're showing, right? If they were to, this formation right here runs cover 4 the most efficiently because all these guys are closer to their spots. So you want to disguise that and then run cover 3 where this guy goes to the middle, these guys go to the middle, and then these linebackers try to pick up the strong side, receivers. And Joe Burrow is the type of guy, and Bryce Young is the type of guy, and what I'm starting to understand is that even Hayden Hurst might be the type of guy to pick up on zone very well. And I think the best trait a tight end can have isn't speed, hands are a very good trait to have as a tight end. But also another great trait to have is just like a quarterback, seeing their formation and understanding what play it is. And just thinking about the game and trying to, win with your mind instead of trying to speed by a guy. So I think Hayden might be a type of guy to do that.
But as soon as the ball is snapped, Joe can see this guy lurking. And so when he goes if it was cover 4, Hayden Hurst would be running directly at the safety. He would not be open. But the fact that this safety rolls to the middle and it turns to cover 3, Joe Burrow knows and Hayden Hurst knows, because Hayden Hurst is looking at that safety.
Yep, and then you see the hole right there. This guy's leaving, so you go there. Go where he's leaving.
He's seeing that safety run away, and he's going to be vacating this seam right here. They're both on the same page. Watch when Joe Burrow gets rid of the ball.
Joe sees it too.
As soon as he hits that back foot, Hayden Hurst is head
Woo!
around as well.
Yo, Bryce Young plays like this, guys. Bryce Young is an anticipator type.
Able to go up high and get it with the concentration in traffic. Covers up.
I like that a lot. I'm really liking what I'm looking at.
He trucks the safety, man.
That was a good catch.
With it. This other angle is going to be a perfect way to watch it. You're gonna see
the fact that he has hands is starting to make me very excited about Hayden Hurst.
Cover 4, but he immediately runs to cover 3 to get to the middle of the field, and Joe knows exactly where he's going. And Hayden, he's running on his horse as well because he knows where he's going, but also smart enough. Joe's going to slow him down, throw it up high, so we can go get it down the seam with that big frame. Look at that. Away from his body. Full extension away from his body. Come down, cradle the ball, protect it, be dependable. In traffic, run over a safety.
Get the yards.
I love Hayden Hurst, dude. I think he can do numbers because I think he'll be a little bit higher on the pecking order in this offense.
I hope so too.
To this offense that we haven't had from the tight end position.
He's a baller
since Greg Olsen left. Not saying it's going to be Greg, but we really had no production from our tight end group since Greg has left, and I think
man,
some kind of resemblance of that here this year. So as you can see,
it's a struggle out here.
Have a role, and I feel like his skill set, regardless if he ends up being a Pro Bowl tight end or just gives us his normal production, what he's done over the past few years.
It has been a struggle in Panthers Nation. Okay, not having a tight end. Ian Thomas, like we paid Ian Thomas for what? This dude did not catch balls for us, and tight ends are the most effective, not getting 40-yard chunk plays. They're super effective at keeping drives going. That 3rd and 5. If your tight end converts those 3rd downs, I don't care if he only had 65 yards. Each one of those were like first down or plays that keep the drive going. That's what I'm looking for. For a receiver, I'm looking a touchdown. Now, we need one right now. Go. Boom. That's what you want a receiver for. The best receivers get you touchdowns. Like just boop, touchdown right now. 1 reception, 1 touchdown. Tight ends are all about converting first downs, man. Or converting 3rd downs, I mean. That's why I'm picking Travis Kelce for my fantasy team in the 1st round. If I'm top 3, maybe I go after Justin Jefferson or, the best quarterback, whatever. If I'm bottom 5, like, let's say I have the 7th or 8th overall pick in the 1st round, I'm drafting Travis Kelce, period. Like, the differential between him and any other tight end is just so large that
his pass got tipped.
He'll single-handedly win you games.
Is 1, he's not going to throw every pass perfect no matter who he is. So I get that. 2, I'm going to look at it as Jeremy Chin.